And one man who's looking to climb to the top of the mountain as well is Vic Darchinyan. And he represented Armenia here at the Sydney Olympics, has stayed on, and he's won 12 consecutive fights, 9 by a way of knockout. His opponent on this occasion is Hamdani Tomagola, an experienced campaigner from Indonesia who has a victory over Pungso Silaban that we just saw in action against Hussein. So he is expected to be the better of the two junior bantamweights you'll see here on this show from Star City Casino in Sydney. The junior bantamweights, 52.16 kilos, or 8 stone 3 in the old language. And Vic Darchinyan has most recently been in action back on the 2nd of August and came up with a 4th round stoppage of Fernandez Danacorn. And most impressive in his appearances here in Australia. Tomagola will enjoy a slight edge in reach, some 2 centimetres. But he too is giving away weight to his opponent, as we saw Silaban do to Hussein, and that does worry me. His record, well, only 4 KOs in his 13 victories. He's only lost 4 fights in 19 starts, so he comes well credentialed. And Hamdani Tomagola was most recently in action in Bangkok back in February. He lost in the 10th round to Dayan Hassan for the PABA flyweight title. Prior to that, twice won over 12 rounds in the flyweight division to win the IBA flyweight title, the Indonesian Boxing Association title. And at 32, well, you would expect that he is going to be very well skilled and polished. And he'll find the southpaw Vic Darchinyan, the raging bull, a tough assignment. His amateur record, very impressive indeed. 170 amateur bouts for Vic Darchinyan, 152 wins and just 18 defeats. And with an enormous knockout record of 105 KOs. And Troy Waters, also a very experienced and accomplished amateur boxer. We don't see too many amateur boxers with over 100 KOs on their record, Troy.
Look, I don't think you see any Australian boxer, amateur boxer, with over 100 fights on this record. These guys, all the Europeans and you know, the Africans, all those sort of guys, they have a lot of amateur fights. They're ready for professionals. I mean, look, every fight's a fight. I mean, whether you're amateur or professional, it's still experience in the ring, and this guy's got plenty of it.
Well, Darchinyan stopped his last 8 opponents. Let's see if he can make it 9 stoppages and 13 consecutive wins. Here is Andy Raymond.
An international contest once again at Junior Band, and we are scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. Introducing first and fighting out of the red corner, he hails from Indonesia, weighing in at 51.05 kilos, 19 fights, 13 wins, 4 wins via way of knockout. The OPBF number 4 earlier this year and a former national champion. A warm Sydney welcome for Hamdani Tomagola. Fighting out of the blue corner, originally from Armenia. He is now based out of 5 Dock and weighed in at 52.4 kilograms. He is trained by Team Fennick and has 12 fights, 12 wins, 9 wins inside the distance. The current IBF Pan-Pacific flyweight champion, the Raging Bull, Vic Darchinyan. Charlie Lucas, the man in charge of the action when the bell rings. Your judges at ringside, Max Scanlon, Don Marks, Brian McMahon.
Okay, boys, be aware there'll be a 10-second warning sound from the timekeeper 10 seconds before the end of every round. Keep this clean. If I say stop or break, I want you to stop punching, step back, keep your hands up. The event of a knockdown, standing boxer, go to that corner there, the one there behind me, stay there till I tell you to come out. If you come out of the corner during the count, I'll stop the count. Okay, you must obey my instructions at all times. You must defend yourself at all times. 8 rounds, shake hands. Check them up.
Final instructions from Charlie Lucas.
You're right, Donald.
Vic Darchinyan, an awkward southpaw, looking for win number 13 in a row. And Hamdani Tomagola, at 32 years of age, an edge and experience, but he might need more than that. And the fights that I've seen of Darchinyan, and I've seen 11 of the 12, well, he's knocked out people with his right hand, his left hand, body shots, and head punches.
He's got the lot. He's got great skills, great power.
And at just 52.4 kilos, he's a pocket dynamo.
Yeah, good speed.
Tomagola's looking to serve it up to him.
Yeah, certainly looks like he's here to fight, that's for sure.
Not overawed by an impressive record of his opponent.
No, he got caught with a nice left hand there. That'll teach him to keep that hand up.
He means business, does Vic Darchinyan.
Yeah, vicious Vic Darchinyan. What power this guy's got. When he lets him go, and when he lands, it's normally good night. Both boys just fainting a little bit, just waiting for that opportunity.
And generally speaking, Darchinyan does take a few rounds to warm to the occasion. He's never stopped anyone in the first round. He has a couple of second-round stoppages to his credit. But generally, he needs a round or two to warm up.
Yeah, normally, it takes a couple of rounds to get going, but once he does get going, he just does not stop throwing, stop throwing punches like a buzzsaw in there. And I have been a little bit critical of him for that because he loads up a lot of his shots rather than picking his shots, and I'm sure Jeff's working on that. Pick your shots and then, the big shot will come. Don't just look for every punch to be loaded.
Big favourite here with the Armenian community in Sydney.
Yeah, good 3 and 4 punch combination there from Darchinyan. Tomagola, they're certainly not looking overall, that's for sure.
A very experienced campaigner at 32 years of age. And has certainly been fighting at the top of the tree in his native country.
A little bit of a red welt around the left eye of Vic Darchinyan. So he's obviously being hit in there. Vic just falling short with a few punches there, not happy with himself.
It's a psychological battle going on as well as Darchinyan starts to unload to the body of Hamdani Tomagola.
This is good work from Tomagola. He knows that Vic Darchinyan's putting the pressure on, he's going to give him some good shots, but he's letting Vic Darchinyan know. He's saying, hey, these punches aren't hurting me. Let's see what you've got.
Oh, step back. Box.
When in all reality, John, I really do think these punches are hurting him.
As we know, Darchinyan has very good power. And Tomagola on his bike, wanting to get some space between himself and Vic Darchinyan, but he got caught again to the body. He's on unsteady legs.
That was a beautiful left hand to the body.
Darchinyan backed him up with another straight left as well. Finishing on strong here in round number 1.
Another left rip to the body. Beautiful punches from Vic Darchinyan. Oh, Tomagola's in a lot of strike. Beautiful punches.
Breathe. Slowly. Now listen. Beautiful last body shot. See when you work your body? Better than head all the time. No can miss body. No will miss body. But get good position. Very good. Hey, and hands up very high. Very good. Okay, very good up. Jab and uppercut. Very good, Vic. He's thinking today. Very sharp.
It's not often that Jeff Bennick is praising Vic Darchinyan either. He always tries to work on something, but he's been impressed with what he's seen. And Hamdani Tomagola, well, he is in big trouble at the moment. He sits in the red corner, and he looks a little bit reluctant to go on. He's taken an enormous punishment to the body, and particularly right at the end of the round.
Yeah, you could almost give that round as a 10-8 round, John. Very, very close to being a 10-8 round.
Round number 2 gets underway. It's scheduled for 8. That would be a shock to get that far if Vic Darchinyan continues in this form. He's looking very sharp. Both Troy Waters and myself 10-9 in that first round, but it was almost a 10-8 decide.
Yeah, very close to a 10-8 round.